Market flattening a little bit here now. SPY coming down slightly. Qs as well. SHOPify just pulled back just a bit. Options still trading at about 925 right now. WGS, Harry, the biotech, relative strength. Went through a hike, it's got a Heikenite reversal going through the 50. WGS. WGS, yep. Is WGS that Ari's talking about. Pretty choppy stock, but see these big runs that it's had up, moved up again, now it's moving up of the 50-day right there. And it's a Heikenite reversal right there on the daily. And Heikenite reversal on the 5-minute was right there. Market flattening now after a pretty decent run this morning. Again, we took Shopify, we took profits in HIMS, left a little bit of money on the table, and took profits in CNC. John, can I remind you what R and RA stand for? Yeah. RA means it's posted in the room and I sent an alert out on it. Just R means it was just posted in the room. And I don't post anything on the SPY Super Systems. I just identify them when I happen to see them, or if I take them, I let you know. A lot of people trading those individually, just like Carl did just a little bit ago. If you know the criteria, there's a video on it. You're looking for the compass of the SPY Super System. You're looking for momentum to be green for a long, red or green or blue for a long, red or yellow for a short. You're looking for a break above for a long, the VWAP or the 15, or below for a short, the VWAP or the 15. Those are your levels where you want to be getting in. Again, nice profits today. We closed out HIMS for a nice profit. We closed out CNC for a nice profit. Yesterday we closed out Target for nice profit, VRNA for nice profit. We also had taken a nice profit on OKTA and IBM the other day for an intraday trade. So we've had some in this crappy market. We've actually been stacked some wins here. Miraculously, this is a very difficult market to trade. SPY just moving sideways now. All right, I'm gonna get a glass of orange juice. I'll be right back. Num nums. Go get your num nums. Okay, just watching the market kind of compress here near the high of the day. Shopify pull back some, pull back right to the 8. Yeah, horizontal support line on shop at 125.95. 125.95. Anthony, you've been growing a lot of orange juice this year? Yeah, I know, Anthony. I lived in Florida for a long time, and the orange groves disappeared every year. They get freezes down there, especially down to the mid part of the state. Most of the oranges now are on the east coast, south on the southern part of Port St. Lucie, West Palm Beach, those counties. There used to be a lot of orange groves up around Ocala, and between Ocala and Orlando, and they're pretty much all gone. The farmers basically, if you lost a tree in a freeze, it was the recovery time. Obviously, you'd have to replant, and so it was a long time to get any kind of production out of it. So they sold the land off, and there's mostly houses now where those were. Apple, nice candle in volume. High. Yeah, that's a nice volume candle right there in Apple in the 5-minute. This is what he's looking at. If we look at Apple, by the way, on the daily chart, you can see where it is here right now. It's been trading awfully, just terrible, and it bounced up here and then pulled. Look at this flush here, right back down here, and now it's trying to bounce through this 50-day moving average. But the volume he was talking about was on the 5-minute candle right there. See this size of that volume candle, big volume candle. Shopify bouncing off of the 15 here. Oh, you live near Lakeland, Andrew? Hey, I used to live in Winter Haven. I had for 10 years, I had back in the 80s, I had a computer business down there in Winter Haven. Well, it was all over the state, really, but I actually did what they called back then microfiche and microfilm processing. That's how information was converted from mag tapes. And from mag tapes, they would convert mag tapes into microfiche. And I had some machines that did that. And Andrew, my biggest customer, and one of my first customers that I got, which was a big coup, was I got public supermarkets, and I did all of their processing of their microfiche and microfilm for their ATM transactions, etc. And I did that for 10 years. I sold the company off to Anacomp, a sort of Fortune 500 company, and it was a grind. Man, having a business of your own, it was 24/7. But that's a great story. That's how I got started. That's how I got that business grew so much, because I got Publix. They were nice enough to give me an opportunity to be a customer. So very nice. Right near Lake Eloise. You're very nice. I lived off of just not too far from Lake Eloise. My sister and brother-in-law had a house right on Lake Eloise. You're finally getting a Target. I lived there, but I moved to the West Coast. I had a condo over on the ocean near Jupiter. But now I'm in South Carolina, and happy about that. I am happy I'm gone from Florida, Anthony. I've been up here since 1998. But Winter Haven area is beautiful. A lot of lakes. It's just too damn hot in the summertime, and brutal thunderstorms. Really brutal thunderstorms. Was I ever a programmer? I was. I was a programmer and a systems analyst. Before I started my business in Florida, I I was a programmer and systems analyst, and I was um, went to work for Red Lobster. I moved from Massachusetts to Florida, went to work for Red Lobster corporate headquarters in Orlando, and left there as a data center operations manager, and that's when I started my business. Your dad wants to move to Myrtle Beach? Yeah, too touristy for me. Andrew, you've been here for 4 years, trying to move back to New Hampshire. House prices are dropping. Yeah, well, in, insurance is a big problem in Florida right now. Any thoughts on the best places to live there? I think the Charleston area is really nice. I mean, it's growing pretty fast, but it's not as touristy as Myrtle Beach is. Charleston's pretty good. I live in James Island, which is an island right across the bay from Charleston, so I like it here. Hilton Head, yeah, Hilton Head's nice too. You love Charleston, nice. Susan, you live right down there in Hilton Head, right? I think so. Yeah. Hilton Head is beautiful as well. Um, we actually had a little bit of snow in Charleston this year, which is kind of rare. All right, I got to get back to look at some stocks here. Okay, Shopify just kind of moving sideways now. SPY moving sideways as well. Maybe I don't have to get back to stops. There's not much going on. SPY just moving sideways. Q's just moving sideways. We're just kind of topped out here now and just kind of compressing. Pretty nice move in the market today, though, really. SPY's up 0.6%. Q's up over 1%. And IWM up about 0.3%. It's the weakest. Q's the strongest. But they're toppy right now. Hello? Hello, how are you doing, my dear? Yeah. Yeah. It's late. It's late over there. After 11. Yeah. How you holding up? Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 I would think so. That is one brutal flight. No. Were you able to sleep on the plane at all? Did you? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Pretty. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, that's nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh really? No kidding, huh? Wow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's that's boy, I really that was nice. Yeah. You get to see some stuff and it's nice. Was is it warm? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just starting to rain here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Hey, at least you're adjusting. That that first couple days is going to be the worst. I think. Once you get settled, then man. What? Oh, the time. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Couldn't get in. Yeah. No, not yet. No, that's for sure. No. Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad you're having a good time. What's that? Yeah, that's great. That's good. Yeah, yeah. That flight was. I was watching the flight. I said, "Good God, I can't imagine being in planes this long." Yeah, he had to get another one. Yeah, it's wicked. Yeah, I was tracking it on FlightAware. I could see where. I mean, because I told Allison that they're off the coast of Alaska now, Allison. So she didn't feel too good last night. Yeah, she said she was going to come over. She was going to come over and have dinner and stuff and have her leftovers, but she said she didn't. Her stomach was upset. She was going to stay home. So, but she said to wake her up this morning, and I got a text just before I was going to call to tell me she was up. So that was good. Yeah. Yesterday morning when I got up, I couldn't find Alfie. I'm looking at his crate. I said, "Oh, he must be out in the living room." No, he's not in the living room. He's not anywhere. He's not near his food dish. He's not under the beds. I was running around panicking. Where the hell did I leave him out last night? And then I called him again, and he jumps out of that little blue crate behind his crate with his clothes underneath all of the hanging clothes you got there, your robes and stuff. That's where he was. He's tucked in there. Yeah, yeah. He likes it. I didn't even think about it, but he popped out. And I said, but he's yeah. He's eating pretty good. He didn't eat this morning, but he ate 2 meals yesterday. Not yet, no. Well, it's early. It's no breakfast time, so yeah. Well, we're just coming up on lunchtime over here. Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're having a good time. Everybody feeling okay? Good. Get your Mucinex with you and everything. Get your Mucinex with you and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that's good. Well, you got a long, big adventure ahead of you now. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, it's very the average age is very young over there. Oh, really? Turkey? Yeah. Yeah. You'll a lot of international people there. Who? Market? Nah, it's pretty good today. Yesterday we made some money. Today we're making some money, so that's good. No, no, that's going fine. Yep, Alfie and I miss you terribly over here, though. But we hanging on the best we can. Yep. Allison is probably going to come over tonight. We're going to have pizza tomorrow night. That's right, Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. What is it? What's the date over there now? Is this the 13th or the 14th? 13th. Okay, same as here. In an hour, yeah. Okay, so you're running a day ahead, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good. So I'm say hello to all the ladies, and it was wonderful to hear from you. I was just thinking about it. Say better. That's why I give Saeed a slap. Maybe fist fights in the room. What? Oh yeah. Of course it was. Good God, we're having a gully washer here. Yeah, it's coming down in torrents right now. Yeah. How's Buddy holding up? Is he? Yeah. Alfie's pretty good. He was he went to bed about 10 o'clock last night. Yeah. All right, my dear. Well, get some good rest. Keep me updated on what's going on. WhatsApp. This WhatsApp is pretty good, so that's good. All right. All right. Allison's asking for you, so I'll tell her. Yeah. Okay. All right. Get some rest, you girls. Okay. Okay. Love you, dear. Okay. Love you. Okay. Bye bye. All right, just get off a phone call. Okay, Roger. BLMN for short. Take a look when I can. All right. Bloomin' Brands. Yeah, a nice short on Bloomin' Brands. Earnings in the 26th. So you get a couple of weeks. That's a nice short. Bloomin' Brands is a good short. I'm actually writing that one down. Bloomin' Brands. Don't know what the options look like. Here's the chart on Bloomin' Brands. Right here. Nice short. Thing's been coming down for a long time. Very, very good short. Earnings in the 26th. Nice short on Bloomin' Brands. Nice look on that one. Can you get in now on Shopify? Let me look. I haven't looked at it the last few minutes. Trading at 126.46. Yeah, I think any time is right. Any time is good right now. Who knows if it's going to pull back or keep going? But it's a beautiful setup. So yeah, it's fine. It'd be a fine time. I'm going to probably add at some point in time. Q's breaking down a little bit here, coming up to the VWAP. IWM below the VWAP, and a decent short setup on IWM here right now. Would have had to catch it right here. The Shopify just kind of moving sideways. All right, back to looking for some stocks. Again, we closed out our CNC for a profit. We closed out HIMS for a profit this morning. Market pretty resilient here. The SPY coming down toward the VWAP. SPY still just kind of chopping around here. Notice the current time frame momentum has gone to yellow here, but I'm not touching any of these things right here. Again, I'm looking for individual stocks. Visa still looks good. Shopify still looks good here. A little after 11:30. Pretty nice little move in the market today. Just kind of flattening out right now. Again, the SPY 606.41. 606.41 is that high volume resistance level. It's just barely above it right now. Color changes here pretty wild. You're not really getting much oscillation here. You see this is just, it's get down below 20, then it came back up below 20, and then I was sloping back up again. This is pretty flat action right now. And we're looking at J&J, July 18th, 225s. He took July 18th, 225s on J&J. Oh, the July 18th, 2025, $145 for $14.60. That's pretty good. I got it right at resistance right now, by the way, 157.49. They have earnings on 4/15, by the way, Andrew. You realize that the July 18th calls are well out past the earnings. So I'm assuming you're taking this as a longer-term swing trade. Would I mind showing what was the reason for the 121 strike on SHOP? Oops, I need to color code this here. Wait a sec. Well, I looked at the. What I did was I looked at the what was the reason for the 121 strike? I see the intrinsic part, but was it support? No, I mean the strike price got nothing to do with support on Shopify. 121 was giving me a good delta. That's why I took it. Andrew, yeah, longer term on that. Yeah, that's what I see that. But you know, the reason I took the 121 strike on Shopify was the bid-ask spread wasn't too bad, and it had a good delta. March 7th strike on there, the 121 has a delta of 70, which is exactly where I want it to be, and the spread was about 40 cents when I looked at it, so that wasn't too bad at all. That's why I took that one. You know, the 122s would also work, but they had a spread is 750 by 820. You could go up to down to the 120s. Those are 920 by 945. Those work as well. But I was trying to find the best strike around 7 delta that gave me it wasn't too widespread, so that's why I took the 121. It's got nothing to do with the support or resistance level on the stock. The strike I buy it has to do with with what I've got for delta on it and what the bid-ask spread is and what kind of volume there is on it. Just moving sideways now as we head toward lunchtime. Shopify just moving sideways. The options on Shopify right now trading 845 by 860 after a little pullback here. Dan pointing out V is compressing. Yeah, a lot of stuff compressing right now, including Shopify, including the SPY. Welcome everybody who's watching on YouTube. Yeah, nice little move of the market today. Nice move up. Pretty much compressing now. We've been compressing for about an hour here on the SPY. Qs as well. Again, a recap, we took profits in HIMS this morning. We took profits in CNC this morning. CNC was short, HIMS was long. And I took a long position on Shopify for March 7th, 121 calls.
WW talk of restructuring talks circulating. That's WW.
Pretty flat right now. Just compression. Not a good environment for SPY super system trades. There was a couple of setups this morning, but right now this is just sideways movement. Again, I'm in Shopify, which is holding up pretty nicely. T2104, pretty flat. Pretty much just trading with the market right now.
Remember, we're still watching this BSLK phone that we mentioned, now up over 130% on the day. That's BSLK.
Then you get into shop, okay? Getting it at 840, that's pretty good. SPY pulling in a little bit here. SPY with a hike and hatch reversal right there. Coming down to the VWAP though. Qs as well. Watching to see if they break the VWAP. SPY at 606.23, just below the 606.41 level now. Q's breaking below the VWAP. Q's bouncing, trying to bounce now, right at the VWAP. So it's below the VWAP, right on the VWAP right now. So you need to have confirmation that this thing is going to continue down. We did get a hike and hatch reversal candle right here. This is a continuation on it. And we go to regular candles, see what it does right here at the VWAP. It's fighting the VWAP here now on the Qs. Again, the VWAP offering some support here right now. The SPY bounced right off of it. Just riding along the VWAP. Shop just moving sideways. These are moving sideways as well. Urban had a nice move up this morning, up a little over 1%. Needs to make a bigger move than that. CRNC also up just a tiny bit here this morning. Watching the Qs as it now falls below the VWAP. Very hard to know which way the market's going to go here. This VWAP is offering some pretty good support on the Qs. If you look at what the SPY did at the VWAP, it bounced right off of it. I mean, it just touched it twice right there. Again, these the VWAP is, as we know, is very, very strong support and resistance levels. VWAP Q's bouncing above the VWAP here now. Pretty tough price action to trade on the indexes. I'm just looking for some stocks. BX, a decent short setup here. BX, Blackstone. Bloomin that we talked about short a little earlier has made a bounce now. Moved up toward the VWAP. Shopify just moving sideways. SPY moving sideways. SPY starting to bounce a little bit now. And BX, a decent short setup in BX. The daily chart's very, very weak. Here's the BX daily chart right here. Pretty weak, broke down here through the 50, through the 100, 200's down here. And that's my next support level on this, 155.92. So about $4 to the downside on this BX before it hits support. And it just broke below the gap fill. Blackstone really just spreading out the options now. Looking at the 165 puts for February 28th, 705 by 760. They were short, just they weren't too bad a little while ago, but now they were 705 by 740. I like BX short. I'm just going to intraday trade this thing if I can get filled on it. I'm trying to get filled at 705. I don't know. Shopify's moving sideways. Triple Q's bounced right off the VWAP. And the SPY also. A little after 12 o'clock. I'm going to get lunch here in a couple minutes. A lot of questions here. Could I share the strike price on BX? Yeah, the strike price I was looking at was the 165 puts. 165 puts. Trying to get in for 705 for the 165 puts. February 28th. See some more questions here before I go to lunch. Dimitri, safe to enter shop or wait if I missed an entry? Currently at 7. Currently at 7 on the shop calls. The ones I said I paid $9 for. I don't know that they would be at 7. Yeah, wrong expiration, I hope. Which strike on BX? As I said, BX is 165. For next week, no, I get February 28th on shop. February 28th. On BX, I'm sorry. On BX, I get February 28th. Shopify, I've got March 7th. 28th on BX. What cons am I looking on a BX? 228, 165 is correct. Can I say the BX trade again? Yeah, the BX trade is February 28th, 165 puts. February 28th, 165 puts. I'm trying to get them for 705. I just got filled on them, so I'm in them for 705. That's the February 28th, 165 puts. You just filled in BX, okay. So we'll see what it does. I mean, it's a nice short setup. I've given it a little bit of time. It's very, very weak on the daily. It's got room down to about 156. I'm gonna try to day trade it today if it works. I can hold it though. I can hold it overnight. Just like I can hold Shopify overnight. All right, gonna get some lunch here. Let me look at my YouTube feed. Let's see, YouTube. Anton, what do I think about the CPNG and ASML? I looked at CPNG this morning. It's a nice run today. It's up above the 100-day moving average. This chart is way too choppy for me. Again, I like to trade stocks that you can kind of look at it and predict what's going to happen. This is way too choppy for me. It's trying to break out, but I need to see some confirmation that it's going to close above the 100-day. See, it got above the 100-day right here and didn't stay above it. ASML. Yeah, AMSL is better. Again, what you're looking for is this big, massive drop in ASML. What you're looking for is a run to somewhere around halfway up that red candle. The pink candle on my chart, but somewhere up around there. It's a nice setup. Again, you get some resistance right here as well on ASML. Draw some high volume lines. Yeah, your next resistance is pretty close to it right here. Right at the top of that candle. 711.56. 771.56. 771. About $3 higher. So a lot of there is some resistance tucked in here. Anton, you have a good one too. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to close down the YouTube feed and I'm going to go ahead and have some lunch. Thanks everybody on YouTube for being here today. Appreciate it.